Yo, what's up everybody? It's the Global Nomad back at it again with another adventure. And guys, trust me, this isn't your average travel vlog. We're doing something special today, something that'll make you feel like you've got a secret handshake with Barcelona itself. Forget Sagrada Familia, forget Park Güell, we're going deeper, way deeper. We're talking about the hidden gems, the local haunts, the spots that'll make you say, how did I not know about this? This is about experiencing the real Barcelona, the one that pulses beneath the surface, the one that'll steal your heart. Get ready to ditch the tourist traps and dive headfirst into the city's soul. We're about to uncover 10 of Barcelona's best-kept secrets, places even some locals haven't discovered yet. So grab your walking shoes, your sense of adventure, and maybe an extra SD card because you're going to want to capture every second of this. Let's do this. First up, we're heading to Bunkers del Carmel, a hidden gem in Barcelona. The journey alone is worth it. Imagine winding through narrow cobblestone streets, past colorful houses draped in bougainvillea. The climb is no joke, it's a calf burner, but with every step, anticipation builds. When you reach the top, it's like another world. 360-degree views of Barcelona. You can see everything: the Sagrada Familia, the Mediterranean Sea, the bustling city. You feel like you're on top of the world, and it's usually pretty chill up here. These bunkers are more than just a pretty viewpoint. They hold a heavy story. During the Spanish Civil War, this was a strategic lookout point. You can still see the remnants, feel the weight of history. Even in beautiful places, the past leaves its mark. Appreciate the present moment, the peace we often take for granted. Standing there, wind whipping through your hair, you feel gratitude. Next time in Barcelona, head for the hills. Trust me, Bunkers del Carmel is unforgettable. All right, guys, from the heights of Bunkers del Carmel, we're diving straight into the heart of Barcelona's urban jungle, El Raval. El Raval is raw, real, and bursting with creative energy. The streets themselves are the canvas. Every corner is an explosion of color and thought-provoking graffiti. It's like walking through an open-air museum, constantly evolving. You'll see works by artists like El Pez and C215. El Raval's street art is a melting pot of styles and voices. There's something inherently rebellious about street art, right? It's about reclaiming public spaces, challenging the status quo. In a city like Barcelona, with its rich history of activism, it feels even more powerful. You can feel the energy, the pulse of creativity. Art belongs to the people, sparking conversations and challenging perceptions. Ditch the guidebook, get lost in El Raval. Let the art surprise, challenge, and inspire you. That's what travel is all about, right? So you're in Barcelona, right? You've done the Sagrada Familia, wandered down Las Ramblas, maybe even caught a Barca game. But listen up, because I'm about to drop some serious local knowledge on you. Tucked away on the slopes of Montjuic, you'll find a hidden gem called Jardins de Mossen Costa i Llobera. It's like stumbling upon a secret garden with panoramic views of the Mediterranean. Home to over 800 species of cacti and succulents, it's like walking through a desert landscape, but with the ocean breeze and the Barcelona skyline as your backdrop. Trust me, you won't find this kind of tranquility anywhere else in the city. Look, I know what you're thinking. Cacti? Really, dude? But trust me, this garden is way more than just prickly plants. It's a journey through different climates, all packed into one hillside. And the best part? It's free. Wander through this botanical wonderland without spending a dime. More euros for tapas and cerveza later, am I right? All right, let's talk about food, because let's be real, no trip to Barcelona is complete without experiencing the incredible food scene. And if you're looking for an authentic local vibe, look no further than Carrer de Blai. Now, this isn't your fancy tablecloth and Michelin star kind of place. This is the real deal, guys. We're talking about a bustling street lined with pinso bars, each one more tempting than the last. Pintxos, for those who don't know, are these little slices of bread topped with all sorts of deliciousness. Think cured meats, cheeses, seafood, vegetables, you name it, they've got it on a pinso. And the best part? They're cheap. You can easily have a feast for under 20 euros. The atmosphere on Carrer de Blai is electric, especially in the evening. Locals and tourists alike spill out onto the street, drinks in hand, sharing plates of food and soaking up the lively atmosphere. Now, here's a pro tip. Don't be afraid to bar hop. Seriously, that's part of the fun. You grab a pintxo and a drink at one place, soak up the vibe, then move on to the next. Each bar has its own specialties, so it's all about finding the ones that speak to your stomach. See a crowd gathered around a particular spot? That's usually a good sign. The locals know what's up. Don't be shy, just jump in there, order a couple of pintxos, and enjoy the chaos. And hey, if you're feeling adventurous, try something new. You never know, you might just discover your new favorite food. That's the beauty of traveling, right? Just remember, pace yourself. There are so many amazing pintxos to try on Carrère de Blé, and you don't want to peak too early, trust me. Okay, so you've had your fill of sunshine and tapas. Now it's time to discover one of Barcelona's best-kept secrets, Antic Theater, a hidden oasis in the El Born district. This isn't just a theater, it's a whole vibe. They've got an awesome bar with cheap drinks, the perfect place to unwind after exploring. But Antic Theater is more than just a pretty courtyard and a cheap bar. This place is a hub for artists, musicians, and performers. You might catch an experimental play one night, a live music gig the next, or even a poetry slam. It's always something different, and that's the beauty of it. The crowd is a mix of locals and in-the-know travelers, all drawn to the unique atmosphere and the promise of something unexpected. It's the kind of place where you can strike up a conversation with a stranger and end up talking about art and life until the early hours. And honestly, isn't that what travel is all about? Discovering those hidden gems, those places that feed your soul and make you feel truly alive? Antic Theater is definitely one of those places for me. So next time you're in Barcelona, skip the tourist traps and head straight to Antic Theater. Trust me, you won't regret it. Alright guys, buckle up because this next spot is heavy. We're talking Plaça de Sant Felip Neri, a square tucked away in the Gothic quarter that'll hit you right in the feels. You walk through these narrow, winding streets, almost like stepping back in time, and then, bam! This little square opens up, almost unassuming at first. Fountain in the middle, church at the back, classic Barcelona. But here's the thing, look closer, and you'll see the walls are pockmarked, scarred with these little holes. These aren't just any holes, guys, they're shrapnel damage from the Spanish Civil War. Let that sink in for a second. Talk about a history lesson you can literally touch. It's a powerful reminder of the past and the resilience of this city, you know? This isn't just some tourist trap, this is real deal history right here. Now, you might think a place with such a heavy past would be somber, depressing even. But honestly, it's the opposite. The Plaça de Sant Felip Neri has this incredibly peaceful, almost meditative vibe. Kids play in the square, their laughter echoing off the old stone, birds chirp in the trees, the fountain trickles. It's like time slows down here. You can't help but feel a sense of calm wash over you. It's strange, right? This weird juxtaposition of tragedy and tranquility. But it's also what makes this place so special. It's a reminder that even in the darkest times, life goes on. And that's a pretty powerful message, don't you think? So if you're looking for a place to escape the hustle and bustle, to reflect, to connect with history on a visceral level, Plaça de Sant Felip Neri is it. Trust me on this one. Okay, so you've seen La Boqueria, right? The famous market? Yeah, it's cool, it's touristy. But you want to know where the real locals go? Mercat de Sant Antoni, my friends. Write that down. This place is massive, a sprawling indoor market with everything you can imagine. Fresh produce, seafood still wriggling, mountains of colorful spices, clothes, shoes, electronics. You name it, they got it. And the best part? The prices. We're not talking tourist trap prices here. This is the real deal. This is where you come to experience Barcelona like a local, to haggle for a bargain, to soak up the vibrant atmosphere. It's loud, it's chaotic, it's a full-on sensory overload in the best way possible. You'll leave with bags full of goodies and a story or two, I guarantee it. Now, if you want to take things to the next level, come on a Sunday. Why Sunday, you ask? Because that's when the magic really happens. See, outside the Mercat, spilling out into the surrounding streets, is a massive flea market. We're talking vintage clothes, antique books, old vinyl records. You never know what treasures you'll find here. It's like a giant treasure hunt, and trust me, the thrill of the hunt is real. And the best part? Bargaining is not only accepted, it's expected. So put on your best poker face, channel your inner negotiator, and get ready to score some epic deals. Just remember to bring cash, because most vendors don't take cards. But hey, that's part of the charm, right? This is old school Barcelona, baby. So ditch the tourist traps, skip the overpriced souvenirs, and head straight to Mercat de Sant Antoni for an authentic local experience. All right, time for a little history lesson, but trust me, this isn't your boring high school history class. This is Elborn Cultural Center, a place where the past literally comes alive. Picture this. You're walking through this beautiful modern building, and then boom! You look down, and there it is. The ruins of an entire city, frozen in time. We're talking about the remains of Barcelona from the 1700s, perfectly preserved under glass. Streets, houses, even personal belongings, all left untouched after the siege of Barcelona. It's eerie, it's fascinating, it's a powerful reminder of the city's turbulent past. You can literally walk through the streets where people lived, worked, and fought centuries ago. It's like stepping into a time machine, no DeLorean required. Now you might be thinking, Casey, ruins? That's your idea of a hidden gem? Hear me out, because Elborn Cultural Center is so much more than just an archaeological site. It's a masterpiece of modern architecture that complements the ancient ruins below. With interactive exhibits and multimedia displays, history comes alive here. You'll leave with a newfound appreciation for Barcelona's rich history. All right, guys, we're heading into some serious hidden gem territory now. Deep in the Horta Guinardó district lies a place straight out of a fairy tale, the Labyrinth d'Horta. This isn't your average city park, people. This is a sprawling maze, a labyrinth of meticulously trimmed hedges, hidden fountains, and classical statues just waiting to be discovered. The history here is wild. It dates back to the late 18th century. Can you imagine? Almost 250 years ago, people were getting lost in this same maze. And listen, I'm all about that fast-paced, gritty city life, but sometimes you need a break. The Labyrinth d'Horta is exactly that. It's peaceful, it's beautiful. It's like stepping into another world. Trust me, you haven't really experienced Barcelona until you've gotten hopelessly lost in this place. Now, this place isn't just for history buffs or maze enthusiasts, all right? It's also crazy romantic. I'm talking hidden benches tucked away in the greenery, perfect for stealing a kiss with your significant other. Or, for catching your breath after getting totally disoriented in the maze. Don't act like you wouldn't get lost in here. I challenge you to find the center of this labyrinth without taking a wrong turn, seriously. But hey, even if you spend an hour wandering in circles, you're winning, because every corner of this garden is bursting with charm. There are these little ponds with cascading water, these perfectly placed statues that look like they're straight out of a history book. It's insane. Seriously, the Labyrinth d'Horta is like a hidden oasis in the middle of the city. It's a place to get lost, to find yourself, and to maybe, just maybe, find your way back to the entrance before they close the gates for the night. Next up, we're talking about a place that's unlike anything you've ever seen. I guarantee it. It's called Poble Español, which basically translates to Spanish town. And that's exactly what it is. But get this, it's a Spanish town, built in the heart of Barcelona. Yeah, you heard me right. We're talking about an entire village with streets, squares, buildings, all representing different regions of Spain. It was built back in 1929 for the Barcelona International Exposition. And let me tell you, they didn't mess around. They brought in artisans from all over Spain to create authentic replicas of buildings using traditional methods and materials. So you're walking down a cobblestone street, you've got Andalusian architecture on one side, Galician on the other, and it's like you're traveling through all of Spain in the span of a few hours. It's mind-blowing. But Poble Español is more than just a pretty facade, all right? It's a living, breathing museum. They've got craft workshops where you can watch artisans create everything from glass blowing to leather goods. And the food? Don't even get me started on the food. Restaurants serving up regional specialties from all over Spain. Paella, tapas, you name it, they've got it. It's a foodie's paradise, I'm telling you. And listen, if you're looking for a unique place to catch a concert or a show, Poble Español has got you covered. They have this amazing open-air amphitheater that hosts all kinds of events throughout the year. So whether you're a history buff, an art enthusiast, or just a lover of all things Spanish, Poble Español is a must-see. It's a celebration of Spanish culture, condensed into one incredible location. You won't regret it. And there you have it, folks. 10 of the best-kept secrets, the hidden gems, the local hangouts that make Barcelona the incredible city it is. From underground jazz bars to breathtaking panoramic views, from secret gardens to bustling local markets, we've covered it all. But listen, this is just the tip of the iceberg. Barcelona is a city that's meant to be explored, to be gotten lost in, to be discovered. So book that flight, grab your camera, and get ready for an adventure. That's it for today's video. If you enjoyed discovering these hidden gems in Barcelona, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more travel secrets. See you in the next adventure.